Hey everyone, welcome to Arcade Treasure Center. Welcome back to my next video. Well, we've got 23 items that sold that we need to go pull, pack, and ship. These are $750 worth of items that we picked up at places like garage sales and thrift shops. So they're items that you can find and sell as well. But what's more amazing than all that is we went on vacation for 10 days down to the beach. It was basically a fishing trip and just relaxation. And during that time, I left all the store, the eBay store and everything, I left it all up so that way people could still purchase if they wanted to. And amazingly, 23 people decided to purchase while we were on vacation. And you know, if you sell on eBay or many other platforms, that like eBay has a disclaimer that says the seller is away and will not be back until this day, and 23 people still decided to purchase items for me for a total of $750. So let's get started with today's video, and I'm gonna start pulling those items now, and I'm gonna tell you where I got them from, what I paid for them, and what they sold for. So let's go. Well, for most of you regular viewers, you know that generally I walk around the treasure center here and I pull items out of the bins and then talk about them at that time. But to save time, I'm going to go ahead and pull the items and then explain to you what sold. Plus, I have a whopper of a story to tell you, so stay tuned to the end of the video. And if you're into fishing or you just want to know about our trip, I got a story to tell you about that. So this is the first item, and it is called a Royal Trends. This is actually a retail arbitrage item that I picked up from Walmart. They were having a whole bunch of sale a year ago on a whole bunch of these toys, and I picked up a bunch. And they were just marked down for like 25, 50 cents. I can't remember now. They're super cheap, but they were popular. This is Happy Places Royal Trends, and this is Rowan. This sold for $10. Another thing that I picked up a while back at a thrift shop, and many of you saw that probably again about a year ago, so some of these items have been sitting for a little while. I picked up a whole bunch of keychains, and they were the American Heart Association keychains. Well, this is a little plush teddy bear, and it is a keychain. You can see the little keychain there, and he's still packaged. And this sold for $7. So a while back, I was at the thrift shop and I came across this cute little teacup. And there's no saucer or anything with it, but this is stamped, and it's a Mary Dunbar teacup, and it's autumn fall. And a lot of people back have collected a lot of teacups. Well, this little style autumn fall is actually kind of a popular one, but it makes a great replacement one for anybody that's broke it. This little teacup, again, like I said, by Mary Dunbar. The buyer has $20 all in on this, so that is a really good little teacup. Mary Dunbar is a great little name to find, and it's right on the bottom. So this next item is pretty good. I actually got two, and one of them sold. This is a Yeti cooler, and it says Yeti on the top right there, and it's imprinted Yeti. You'll also see that it has a W, and this is actually from WinStar Casino. So Kim and I picked these up as free gifts when we were going through Oklahoma, and went to WinStar, which is in Oklahoma, and we picked these up. It's used, I mean, it's not a brand new item. I decided Yeti's a good brand. Let me go ahead and list it and see what happens. And this one cup sold for $20 plus shipping. Yeti is a good brand if you find it. So I've got two of these Scooby-Doo Walmart exclusive 50th anniversary. And yes, it's already been past the 50th anniversary. If you're a Scooby-Doo fanatic, I'll set one down. I actually picked these up around Christmas time last year. And they were marked down on sale, clearance, about $5 a piece if I remember right. And they have, what's his name? What is his name? Fred. I couldn't remember. They have Fred. There's the back of it. You can see the Scooby-Doo. It opens up, the van opens up, and there's Fred. And anyway, the point is, like I said, I picked these up from Walmart, retail arbitrage, for about $5. Had them listed all this time. They never sold. Well, I only had the two, and both of them sold this week, and they each sold for $28. So pretty good little flip, even though it took a little while. Well, as you all know, I'm not a fan of shoes and clothes when it comes to selling, but when I find them at a good price, I will pick them up and do a little cleaning and turn around and sell them. These are some Nike high tops. They're gray and white. They're pretty good. They got the little blue logo Nike on them, and these are size men's 10.5. So that's about the average size 10. Somewhere in there is a really good size to find, or extremely large sizes. You can find 13s, 14s, 15s, believe it or not. they will sell because they're harder to find. But these, they're pretty good. They got some good tread on them. They're not perfectly clean, as you could see. They're been wiped down pretty good. But we picked these up. I usually pick up shoes anywhere from about $5 to $8 at the thrift shop. These sold for $25 plus shipping, and they're going out the door. So yeah, like I said, I may not be a fan of them, but I'm going to sell clothes and shoes. So I found several of these at the thrift shop. They were held together. It was 4 of them, and I thought, wow, that was a really good deal. For $1.99, you can't beat it. And if anybody can tell me what this is down in the comments before I say it right now, you're awesome. Okay, I'm gonna tell you anyway. This is a sommelier wine tasting cup, and that's exactly what it is for people that are sommeliers or wine tasters that are certified and they go around testing people's wine. Or if you just want to go around and test wines, some places they have wine tasting, different stuff. Well, this one is made in France, and it's got just that interesting little design to it. Well, this little thing, like I said, came with 3 others, and the other 3 were, once I got to looking at them, just really weren't reselling. So I sold this one all by itself, and this sold for $16 plus shipping. So I came across a very nice Statue of Liberty while I was at the thrift shop. Statue of Liberty, I probably just wouldn't pick up any random one, but this one was like a commemorative, or it was dated 1982 was the registered trademark, but it's signed Wayne Jada 84. So the artist that made this is Wayne Jada, and it is a very, very good detail. This is a metal statue on a resin base. Just looks really, really good. Like I said, stamped. The detail is just phenomenal on this little piece. I looked on eBay. They were selling pretty good, so I picked it up and turned around, listed it, and this sold in about 3 months for $25 plus shipping. Well, a lot of times I'll tell newer people that want to resell, a lot of the stuff that you can find to resell is just in your own home. Start there and learn what things are worth. Go and find things that are just sitting around, or maybe items that were passed on. So recently I went through a box of old photographs and decided that my children and my grandchildren are really not going to be interested in some of these people like my great-grandparents that they've never met, don't even know. Nowadays everything's digital and people put stuff on discs, thumb drives, and just the cloud. But I did come across several items that were in there from my grandparents or great-grandparents, and this was a map of Los Angeles. And I'm not going to unfold the whole map because they are hard to put back together, but this one comes from Beckon's storage, so I'm assuming that Beckon's moving company gave out a map of Los Angeles, and it's from 1950. It is dated, and you can see the old moving van there, so you could tell what they looked like back then. But this map of Los Angeles was just in with a bunch of photographs, and like I said, nobody's going to care. None of my children are going to care, so I turn around and listed this. This has been listed probably for about a month, maybe a little bit less, and this map sold for $16 plus shipping. So just something sitting around, I'd say collecting dust, but it wasn't. Sitting around is worth value no matter what it is. Old ephemera, pictures, postcards, things like that are worth value. In fact, I got a postcard over here I'll show you here in a little bit. Well, I did sell another pair of shoes. These are Vans off the wall. They're a floral print. You can see they say Vans on the inside and off the wall on the back. Very common, but the prints is a very unique style print. These are small, women's size 7. The estate sale had all the pairs of shoes marked at like $2 or $3 a pair. I can't remember. And they had several pairs of Vans off the wall shoes with the different styles. So I picked them all up. They were all in really good condition. I think I picked up maybe 6, 7 pair. I think I've sold just about all of them. I think I got 1 pair left, and these sold for $22 plus shipping. And all they're going to do is just get wrapped up and stick in a padded flat rate envelope. So I thought this was a really good find at a thrift shop. This is called Topeka On Board, and basically it's a Monopoly style board game, and it has to do with Topeka, Kansas. There was a whole bunch of them that were made and had to do with different cities around the United States. This one right here being Topeka, I looked it up. I think I found one or two other ones that were sold. I paid about $5 for it at the thrift shop, and this just sold for, the buyer has $36 all in on this, so pretty good for Topeka on board. So I've got 7 comics here that aren't your normal everyday comic books. These little comic pages came from General Electric. They're right there, General Electric Adventures in Science series. They came out in the late 50s and 60s, and I don't think they went to the 70s, but late 50s and 60s. And basically they were to teach kids a little bit about electricity and power. They were something that were pretty much just promotional giveaways as far as I know. But again, they were with the photo albums of stuff I was going through, like with that Los Angeles map I showed you earlier. Stuff I didn't need anymore, things that none of my kids or grandkids are going to worry about. So I went ahead and listed them and sold them. To give you an idea of what they are, this one's called Inside the Atom, Network of Power, The Story of Light, Adventures in Electronics, Man-Made Magic, Adventures in Jet Power, and Our Place in Space. And these 7 comic books sold for $35 plus shipping. Again, items that are just sitting in a closet or stored away that I didn't need, and you probably got the same thing. Go through your closet, see what you can find, see what makes you happy. If it doesn't give you any happiness, doesn't bring you any joy, sell it, make some money. Well, I'm still selling records. This record is from the Broadway musical Cats, and you can see it's got pictures of the Broadway musical inside there, and it is a 2-record LP set. This came out of that bulk deal that I showed the video on about 6-7 months ago, where I bought 250 records and have been selling them ever since. This sold for $7 plus shipping, goes out media mail. Too easy. Well, if you're old enough or you've ever heard of Big Mouth Billy Bass, well, Big Mouth Billy Bass is a wall plaque that is a fish, a bass that sings. And whenever you can find those, generally you'll find them for an inexpensive price, and I'll turn around and sell them. I sell them whether they're still working or not, and still make a pretty good profit, because generally you can find them for very inexpensive price, $1 or less at garage sales. And like I said, I can turn around and sell it for $20 plus shipping. Well, recently I came across Travis the Singing Trout, which is also a Jimmy product that made Big Mouth Billy Bass. This one sings doo-wah, diddy-diddy, and rock the boat. What I thought was really good, this thrift shop find was only $3. I could tell that it had been opened, but when I opened it up and actually pulled it out to look at it, I didn't care whether it was working or not. You don't find Travis the Trout too often. But when I pulled it out and looked at it, it had never been used. It was still all wrapped up in its original packaging and never ever opened and played with. So I was really happy about that. I turned around, listed it. It's been listed for about 2 months now, and this sold for $40 plus shipping. Really happy about this find and really happy about this sale. So whether it's Big Mouth Billy Bass or Travis the Singing Trout, just know, working and non-working, you can turn around and make a profit. So this is a Lego Batman, and he kind of looks like a little Lego minifig, but he's just a little pillow buddy. This is says Batman, and it does have the Lego tag right there. He is certified. He is a actual Batman from the movie, Batman the movie, Lego series. This plush was one that I picked up from my thrift shop. Again, I always pick up plushes that I know are going to probably sell, have some value, just because of the tag that's on there, sometimes just because of how cute it looks. I pay 50 cents to $1 for plush at the thrift store. This Batman Lego sold for $18 plus shipping. We sold a large plush and we sold a small plush. This is a little plush cow. It's from Chick-fil-A. He's super little cute little guy. It says eat more chicken, if you remember the little banners. Just like McDonald's, there was Happy Meal toys. This was a Chick-fil-A little plush toy. I just thought it was super cute. I saw him sitting at a garage sale. I paid $0.25 for him. I went ahead and listed them, and these sold for $10, and that's with free shipping. So not too bad for a little tiny eat more chicken cow. Several months ago, I picked up a military camouflage backpack. They're rugged backpacks and they're great if you're going on little day hikes or overnight hikes, whatever. They're just really rugged backpacks. Well, inside of the backpack was these canteen holders and ammo pouches, magazine pouches. And I had no need for them. I just wanted the backpack. They came with the deal, so I listed them and sold them. These guys have been listed probably for about 4 months and were not selling. I got an offer and decided that like I said, I'm just going to take the offer and just sell them. So I went ahead and accepted an offer of $12 plus shipping, padded flat rate envelope, and they'll go out the door. Well, I'm really kind of sad to see this Funko Pop go out the door. This is Boba Fett. It's number 297. He is a Target exclusive. He does come in a pop stack container. This is acrylic container. Boba Fett's bobblehead. I was really happy when I picked these guys up. When I say these guys, I picked him up along with a Darth Vader one. I paid $5 a piece for him at a garage sale. The Darth Vader bobblehead sold right away. This Funko Pop's been sitting up on a shelf inside the house, and he looks he's pretty cool. I like him. You can see how he looks right there. A little harder to see inside there, but he's really, really nice. Like I said, sad to see him go, but he's going to a new home, and the new home's owner paid $40 for him. Bye, Boba Fett. Well, many of you that are longtime watchers and viewers of the channel have seen me sell dozens of these things. They're the Amdro mosquito kills. They're little dunks you put in the water that treats the water for where mosquitoes would lay their eggs. And for me, they're kind of seasonal. I'll sell a whole bunch of these at a one certain time frame, and then they'll stop selling. I picked these up like 2 years ago now. It's been that long. And I've been selling them ever since. And for those of you who watched that far back, you know I picked up probably like 350 of these for Walmart for 25 cents a piece when their seasonal stuff was going on sale on clearance. And like I said, I've just been selling them ever since. Well, most of the time I sell them at a discounted price, a sale, or lots of 2 or 3 or something like that at a discounted price. Well, I haven't ran any sales on them for a while because, you know, mosquito season is still here and it kind of changes. But between rains, flood, and, like I said, weather, people still want this stuff. This one sold at full price for $9.59. So not bad for a 25-cent buy. I still probably got about 50 of them left. But that tells you that I've been selling these things from anywhere from about, I think, lowest price marked down is $6.79 to $9.59. So I'm making some good money off of them. So part of that box that I went through that had a whole bunch of photos and photographs and some of the ephemera and different stuff I pulled out had a whole bunch of these. There's, well, I say a bunch, probably about 12 of these postcards. And I can tell you exactly where they came from because they were in that photo album. This is a postcard from Spain and it has never been used. And it is very pretty. It's embroidered and it's got like jewels on it. This was a very popular type of postcard from Spain back in the, say, late 50s, early 60s. Like I said, I could tell you exactly where they came from. They came from my great-grandmother. She went to Spain in the 50s and picked up probably one from every state or province that was in Spain at the time. I don't know exactly, but I do know that it had to do something with the states or provinces. And she picked up one from every single one. They are signed by the artist. They're hand painted and, like I said, embroidered. And some of these, like this one, is sparkly jeweled. So this little postcard right here, I looked it up on eBay, and these type of postcards sell pretty good. So I listed it and sold it, and it sold for $10. Not bad for a little postcard, especially when I got about 12 of them still listed. So a few weeks back, I came across a set of Corelle dishware, and I listed them up individually. The dishes, the small dessert plates, and the cereal salad bowls. Corelle is a great brand, and if you just look at the bottom of it, you'll see it says Corelle. And it doesn't matter whether it's plain white like this or whether it's got design or it has color. Actually, some of those will sell for even more. But Corelle is a great brand. If you see it at thrift shops and garage sales, Corelle is very durable and people want that stuff. So if you can find it, pick it up and turn around and sell it. I know it's got a little weight to it, but when you list it with its weight for shipping and you'll be covered. You can find those plates and that kind of stuff so inexpensive at garage and thrift shops and turn around and make a profit. The dinner plates I sold for like $24. The dessert plates I sold for $22 plus shipping, and these sold for $28. Pretty good profit, I would say, especially when you only pay like $5-10 for a set, or maybe 25-50 cents a piece. That's pretty good profit. Well, since we're on the subject of dishware, I have this, and this is actually CorningWare. When I found this, it was at the thrift shop. I saw it because of this design right here. But I saw this from a distance, saw that painting on there, saw this big old, it's a lasagna casserole dish. It's heavy, and it is made by Corning. This is the French white, and it's a 4.5 liter, and this will sell for about $45. And paid, this will sell for about $45. Wow. I didn't even look at the price. Holy crap. I didn't even look at the price. $12.99. I wouldn't have picked this up for $12.99, but I know it's gonna sell. That's reseller 101. Look at the price. I sold this for $35, plus the buyer has a total of $57 all in on this. So that means they did cover the shipping cost. Like I said, I wouldn't normally pick up CorningWare, but when you're inside your gut, you know, your heart tells you that that's gonna sell, generally it's gonna sell. And I don't remember, but I think I said $750 at the beginning of the video. It was actually $650 total sales, so that's still really good. I gotta say that if you're gonna go on vacation and it's gonna be less than 2 weeks, 14 days or less, leave your eBay store up and running. Just put down on there that seller's away and that you're going to be gone, but allow people to see your items. If it's going to be longer than 2 weeks, so you're going to be 3 weeks, a month, or whatever, you're going to be gone for a long time, then I would go ahead and just put your store on vacation mode where nobody can see the listing. But when you're up to 14 days, you can do stay away mode and allow your items to be seen. And if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have been able to make $650 worth of sales. So be sure to do that. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is that, as you can see, some of these items I had listed for a couple weeks, and some of them I've had listed for a while. So be understandable that not everything that you pick up is going to sell right away. It doesn't mean that you have to have a little storeroom or something like this with a bunch of items in it. It just means that understand that if you're looking to do this as a full-time reseller like I'm doing, then you have to be willing to go to thrift shops, garage sales, and pick up stuff quite often that you can turn around and lift, so that way you have a constant influx of stuff coming in and things going out. So if you're looking to do it full time, that's how you have to do it. If you're just doing it part-time, do like I said earlier, go look in your closets, go hit your garage sales, go do something and list a few items, knowing that you can make a few extra bucks, knowing the stuff's going to sell. You may sell 1 item a day, you may sell 10 items a day. Depends on what you find and how popular that item is. Me, I sell a lot of everything. So I really appreciate everybody coming and watching today. And for those that wanted to hear my story, I told you I had a whopper of a story. I appreciate it. If you're not going to watch it and listen to the whopper of the story, thanks for coming. And let me tell you what happened. So Kim and I are celebrating our 31st anniversary. And we decided to go to a place called Magnolia Beach, Texas, which is just a little bit past Corpus Christi, between Corpus Christi and Galveston, just to give you a reference. So for 2 days, I've been fishing. And I've been out there catching these little dink, small little fish. This time of year, they have redfish that are running. And if you live along the coast or you know about redfish, they're a real pretty fish. They're a red drum. They taste good. Most people get them grilled or blackened. The state of Texas has a length limit of 20 to 28 inches. Anything over than that, then you have to throw away, or anything under than 20 inches, you have to throw away. Unless you have a tag. You can buy a red tag for one fish over the 28-inch limit. And fortunately, when Kim and I got our fishing licenses, I paid the extra $3 and got the red tag on my license. Now, I always do that. And I've been fishing for a long time, but I've never really gone out just like fishing for redfish. Well, this area, they have redfish, some really good, nice ones. Yep, you can see how this story is going, but let me just keep going with this. So for 2 days, I've been fishing, haven't caught any redfish. This guy pulls up, and I'll show you a video here in a second. This guy pulls up in a car, takes out something out of his car, sets it out in front, and what it ended up being was an amplifier. And he hooks it up to his car battery, and he hooks that up to an electric guitar. And this guy starts strumming and playing the electric guitar. All right, so let me tell you, as a fisherman, you usually want peace, quiet, tranquility type thing. You might have some people around, you might talk to some folks. And yes, this was a little camping area. But, you know, it kind of throws you for a loop when somebody pulls out an electric guitar and just starts strumming it. Well, he'd play it for, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes and set it down and then start playing some 80s music, and you could hear it coming from his car. Then after about 15 minutes, he'd go out and he'd start playing his guitar again. And again, he'd do it for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then he would sit in his car and play 80s music. This went on for about an hour. And I think at like about the 4th time he was coming out to play that electric guitar, all of a sudden he said, "Hey," and his pole started bending, and he grabbed it. And he reels in this red drum, this redfish that had...
Do you mind if I record you bringing it in? Okay, let's see what you got. Whoa!
That's a big one.
Well, I think it was your guitar that brought it in. Roy, you got to take up the electric guitar. That's all I'm saying. Good job. Rock and roll, live forever.
So long story short, after fishing for 2 days, I was like, how does this guy come out here to... You know, Kim's over to tell me I got to play the electric guitar. I'm sitting there on the beach just standing there with my air guitar. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on. If that worked, I'm going to try it. Well, I did end up catching a redfish. And yes, it was a bull redfish, which means it was over the 28 inches and I could use my tag. And the next day, I caught another one. Well, let's just say Kim and I caught another one. So that way we were able to use our red tags for this fish. So we were able to keep 2 of them. And the 3rd day, the next day after that, I caught another one. But I couldn't keep it anymore because I'm out of red tags. Oh, I had to let it go. So everyone go out, hit those garage sales and thrift shops. Go out there and find it, sell it, and profit. Everyone take care, be safe, be kind to one another, and have a great day.
You think it's as big as that guy got?
It's bigger than that guy.
Oh my gosh, it's huge! Good job! Oh my gosh! That is awesome!